Hi guys, Maxine here with Tink and I Treasures. Welcome to my studio. I lost the video on what we did finishing up our memory keeper. So I apologize. I have no idea what happened. I think my SD card might be malfunctioning. Anyway, so I put in this waterfall, and basically it's I used file folder to give extra strength to it, and I covered each side of it with our Ireland Forever paper. And this is great to use for mounting photos or other smaller pieces that you would like to save. And then I just I paper punched 4 out of the file folder material, and I glued 2 together and 2 together, and then I put the brad through, so there's a separation. There's 2 on the top and 2 on the bottom where this goes through. And then I glued the whole thing down with the reptile glue, which is holding very well. Of course, I let that dry for, a long time before I actually put this string around it, so it's holding well. You've seen the finished pages that we put in. I put in this pocket, and I made this envelope out of the 8x8 paper. This is a side tuck for larger things. So you can, save cards, and you can tuck in larger cards because you don't have anything at the top. It's not glued down at the top, so there's plenty of space if something is taller. Here's another envelope that I made, another side tuck. This one I left plain because I didn't want to cover that up. And then another envelope and a big pocket there. And so that's what I've done with the memory keeper, and it just has a pretty gold trim, I guess, for a closure. If I could tie a bow today, that would be helpful. There we go. So anyway, that is done. And I wanted to show you the prototype. This is the first one I made, and I'm using it for my own stuff. And this is how I envision it being used. This one I did a half sheet, which I didn't do that. I don't think I'll do that anymore, just because I don't like how this is showing. Here's one of those waterfalls, and again, it's just covered on both sides, and it's great to mount photos or smaller things that you want to hang on to. Here's a pocket with a bunch of Christmas cards and stuff that I've gotten. Here's a side tuck, and these I did glue at the top and realized that, oh gee, these are too big. So that's why I I changed that on the one we made. I used, for the base, I used file folder, which, you know, they're great. They're not that expensive. You could get a whole box of file folders for not that much, and it makes great base material. And you could cut, you know, your designer paper a little smaller to have a border, or you can cut the paper the exact size and not see the file folder at all. That would be a design decision you would make. But here are more cards and notes and letters and stuff that I wanted to save. In the pocket here, I have some more cards. Here's a belly band that has some old holiday cards and notes and cards. A picture of my son when he was quite younger. Here's another side tuck. And this one is the mother-in-law pocket. I have cards that I have saved from my mother-in-law who has passed, and I loved her. So anyway, yeah, that's how I'm using mine. And unfortunately, I have several cards that are too tall for the side tucks. And I got my pockets pretty full too. So anyway, that's why I decided to make that design change. There's some more birthday cards in there and thank you notes. So yeah, I'm really happy with how this turned out. I really like this a lot, and it's really pretty. It sits on my bookshelf in my living room, and you know, it's very nice. What I like about it is that I was able to gather up. I mean, all these items were in drawers and nooks and crannies and desk drawers and dresser drawers and, you know, just everywhere in the house. And I was able to gather everything up and put it in one place. And even the larger items I can tuck here in the back, so that's fine too. But it just makes me feel better to have all these mementos in one place. It, you know, makes me happy. So that is what started this project. And our next step is the journal. So we're going to do the memory keeper for Ireland Forever, and we're going to do a journal, Ireland Forever. And this journal I picture as more of a rough and tumble type journal rather than a frilly, you know, somewhat delicate, larger journal. I envision this one to be throw in a backpack, throw in your luggage, and take it with you type of thing. So I've made the cover out of file folder. I have put 2 additional strips here in the spine to reinforce that. I have put together 2 signatures, and I have the Forever or Ireland Forever designer paper, and I have coffee dyed, this is cardstock. I have watercolor paper. I have coffee dyed just regular copy paper. I have some vellum in there, some more of the designer paper, some ledger paper, more copy paper. This is coffee dyed copy paper. This is watercolor, copy paper, watercolor, and then the middle is this beautiful poem from Ireland. And this one has the same types of papers. It has the watercolor. I thought a person could write on this, could sketch on this, could do some watercolors if that's what they do. And it's a nice size, especially if you turn it this way. That's going to be a nice size to do a little watercolor or a sketch of something. You can write things down on here. You could write your itinerary. You could write, you know, the hotels that you're going to be staying at and the dates for those hotels. You know, you could write down, you know, all kinds of stuff in the moment while you're traveling, which is nice. So anyway, we're going to be decorating these pages, not too much, but I do want to put in a lot of pockets and tuck spots so a person can, you know, tuck in mementos, photos, postcards, whatever they pick up on their travels. They have a place to kind of tuck things in and keep them safe, and a way to just record places you visited, sights, sounds, experiences in the moment. So that was my intention on this. So our next video, we're going to be putting this together and adding the pockets and the tuck spots, and maybe doing a little, you know, we're going to do something on the front of this. It's going to be minimal. I don't want anything that's going to get caught on things or you know, that kind of thing. It's meant to be a take me with you type of thing. So that will be our next video. And again, I apologize for losing a 45-minute video. Just gone, and it just makes me sick. But anyway, we will march on. And anyway, so until the next time, please like and subscribe. Take care of you. Love each other. And I'll see you again. Bye.